They had tested everything, and everything was normal.
Okay.
My levels for I was like magnesium, potassium, sulfur, sodium. They had them all named.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whoa. And I think I might be jumping ahead of myself. So my next question to myself was, or to um, God was, if all this stuff is normal, why do I still have this dis-ease in my body?
I like that name. Say it again, please, in
If
case somebody
every
missed that.
nutrient,
Yes.
mineral is normal in my body, why do I still have this dis-ease?
Yes.
I'll tell you what the answer was.
Okay.
Oh, you really want me to tell you now?
Are we gonna come back?
Well, I don't want to
Okay.
stop what you
All
were
right.
doing.
All right. All right.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
just something
this
to
was
think about.
Think about it. Okay, so that's our longevity product of the week. And again, if you want more information on Sweet Ease, you can inbox myself, Rosa, or Charlene, to whomever you are already a friend with. But this one item helps with type 1 and 2 diabetes and cravings. And again, so it meets you where you are. And it's not something that you're going to be prescribed and you have to continue to take it for life. Again,
It's
we
not,
tell
it
you.
heals as it goes along.
Yes, it
but
heals.
like I said, I love this product. and it comes with 90 tablets. So this is like, if you take one, it's 3 months supply.
Yep.
And it's not, to me, it's not expensive. It's something that I do every month. I order them. It's a part of my regimen. Just a little bit of part of my regimen, because I do a lot of other things too.
I just love it again because it's natural, and while you're taking it, it's healing. Unlike your prescribed medications, whereas you're taking it and you're taking it and you're taking it,
Right.
but is it healing your body, or is it just masking the symptoms momentarily? So, okay, that's enough for our product of the week. Let me tell you, we were talking about farms, and I ventured out. I received an invitation from, well, after open house, I received it with Curves. I received an invitation for Congressman Steny Hoyer's, excuse me, tongue twisted today. Congressman Steny Hoyer had a picnic in Southern Maryland down at the Serenity Farms. And I know we have been talking about local farms. So I took them up on their invite. I said, this is a chance for me to go down to a local farm and actually walk the grounds to see hands-on what they're doing, what they're feeding their stock, and how they actually care for them. So I did if anybody's my friend on Facebook, I did do a video there with the cows, and it was so funny because we were on the hay ride, and the cows started coming towards the hayride, and people started becoming afraid. They're like, what, why are they coming? What, they're coming towards us? They're coming towards us. Those cows, when we stopped, started eating the hay that we were sitting on, right from the bales of hay. Just started eating the hay from the bales. I thought that was so fascinating. But we also visited a burial ground there. So they're not only giving back to the community, to farming for hunger. That's a nonprofit program. They also help support the Maryland Food Bank, but they also ask for volunteers. So if you're in the Calvert County area, they ask for volunteers to come and help with the gleaning of the crops to prepare for those two nonprofit organizations. But with that burial site, they're also going to start going into archaeological studies because now they know that they have history there as well. So that will probably help them with some of the renovations that they need to be done to the property. But now we know that that property has been a farming plantation area there since the late 1700s. Okay, so it was just an adventure, but also for me to know that the cows are grass fed, so as we are looking at our different farming areas and trying to see how they produce.
So is
Because
Serenity House a
Serenity
dairy?
Farms.
Is a dairy
It's
farm?
a farm.
So they have crops.
They have crops, they
So
have
are they
cows,
organic?
they have chickens. Now, I did not ask the one of the owners that was there with us because we said we'd save that. He gave me his card and he said he would be more than willing to come to the show.
Very good.
Because they're community oriented and they want a chance to tell the community about their programs.
Let's
so
give
you
Tiffany
guys,
a little handout.
Oh, well, thank
my
you.
girl was on her one.
Yes,
Check out these
yes.
farms, and we need to do
Yes.
more of that. And while we're talking about that, I did a little research this week too,
Yes,
and
'cause
I am.
for those of you that don't remember, we started this with those pull labels from your fruit, from your produce. So we talked about what made us venture out with the farms. We talked about your organic produce, your traditionally made produce or kept produce, and then your GMOs. And I know as I was talking about some of this genetically modified, some of these products, Rosa was sitting here shaking her head. I don't know if it was in awe or if it was in disgust because of all the things that we are learning that are going on to our food, to our crops, our produce, but being sent to our stores. And we're partaking of it and don't know. I'm going to hand that over to Rosa for her discussion, and then I want to come back when she's done, if we have time, to get back to the grounding and then some of the different crops, because I've been looking at, and I didn't ask him about organic, but I've looked into hybrid, electric, indigenous, and heirloom type foods. Those are different types of seeds because we're going to start moving into, because everybody keeps telling us, okay, you keep telling me what I can't eat, what can I eat? And the benefits of the grounding, and that I've also been talking to more and more people that are now doing the broth and the soups when you do your own vegetables. So it is so nourishing. But I understand, Rosa, we have a caller on the line.
That's the first time. That's no.
Well, not the first,
no,
but
it's not. But
yeah.
we're always excited when we get a caller.
All right, so caller, you are live and on the air, and we thank you for chiming in to Live Today Health Talk. So if you would state your name, and then if you have a question or a comment, the floor is yours. So thank you much for joining us.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me all right?
We hear you loud and clear. I'm going to have to ask them to turn you down a little bit.
All right. Thank you very much. This is Harold out of Broome, North Carolina, and I was just calling in, listening to what was going on, but I just want to give a thumbs up on the O2 drops. Helping a lot of people for many years. One of the products that I've seen that does it quicker. A great product out there, but when people are spending hundreds of dollars, not realizing it's not what you take in, but what you absorb, not realizing they have very the urine going out their body, they think they're taking all this stuff, this good stuff, but your body got to be able to break it down. A lot of people don't realize that they have to have probiotics that science in their body.
She's with us. We got a buzzer.
And I was saying, it's not what your body is, what you absorb.
Yes.
So the body was able to get, results from it instead of taking much and much. The same day, getting released. Other times, it might take 8, 9, 10 days, but that, if I give the body what it needs, and take other things that's going on in the body. A lot of people don't realize mineral nutrition and oxygen cause
You are
It
so
is.
right, caller, but you didn't introduce yourself.
I think
What's
you
your name?
did, but it broke up. So can you're coming in and out. You're going in and out, in and out. But can we ask you to introduce yourself again? And thank you so much for sharing.
My name is Dr. Darrell Kent, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Dr. Darrell Ken from Greensboro, North Carolina.
And you are so right
Thank
about that
you.
absorption thing.
Yes.
A lot of times that's exactly what goes on because of all the inflammation that we have in our cells. Our body is really not absorbing anything. It's more or less just dropping it like it's hot in some
Yes.
form or
It's on the
fashion.
floor.
So absorption is correct. And I found a way that I think may be a simple answer to that whole neutralizing your body so that it can absorb the nutrients and minerals that you need. I have been doing a lot of research on grounding and earthing. You know, they say, and these are physicians who are doing the research on this process. And one of the reasons why our bodies are not absorbing the foods, the minerals, the nutrients, even the little bit that we get in our normal everyday food products, is because our body is so inflamed and has so many Z radicals.
Hey, we want to welcome and give a shout out to Charlene, our other hostess here from the Mostess, joining us. But you know, our bodies are so plagued, and the root mainly is inflammation. Mucus causes the inflammation, and if we can get our bodies into the state of absorption for the proper minerals and nutrients, then a lot of these autoimmune deficiencies, we can say, be gone.
Yes. So I have been, and I ask our
So,
callers.
Is Dr. Kent still with us? Dr. Kent, are you still with us? Did we lose our caller?
No, some still on the line.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm right here.
All right. Okay, thank you. Hmm.
I'm glad that you have knowledge. Again, knowledge is powerful, and we've been bamboozled by the doctors and society, not knowing that our body needs these minerals and the oxygen on a cellular level, and it can do amazing things for itself.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
That's what I call, doctor, doing your own research. You know, when they give you these products, go online. Ask somebody to look it up. Tell your grandkids to look up this. What are these things that are in these medicines that doctors are giving me? And what are their results?
We've asked everybody.
You know,
That's why we
do your
profess at the
research.
beginning in our intro, we are not the PhD, but everything that we're sharing with you, we can either solidify it by testimonies, by research, even within, you know, social media. But we have had, through Dr. Wallach, all of his products have been tested. And look, I used to know the university by heart, and all of a sudden now I can't remember it. But he's had everything tested, and he's even fought the FDA, taken it to the FDA a couple of times. But most of his products, you can go on medpub.gov and research them as well. So, and then just about everything else we share with you. Crimson Institute, yes, thank you. And just about everything else we share with you is public information. You can Google it. So you don't have to be a scientist. And even some of these items we've shared have even won or been nominated for Nobel Prizes. So this research is being done, but for some reason, it's not getting out. So that's food for thought. That is definitely food for thought.
We actually know the reason why, don't we, people?
Yeah, we know.
Who's in charge of that whole process. But we're not going to say, because we're not here to point fingers.
Exactly.
We're here to assist you to be